attack my dog.
Hey everybody, how y'all are? So, you sitting here and wondering what you're going to make for that person that has everything? Or better yet, you're sitting there wondering, what am I going to bring to that craft fair that's going to be different and going to make me all kinds of money and draw all kinds of people to my show? Or, are you just looking for a time waster and the means to get rid of scrap and something that you're going to end up making a whole bunch of them for people because once they see them, they really like them? Well, if it's any of those above, you're going to want to look at a rail topper. Its usage is only limited by your imagination. It's simple to make. It takes 4 pieces of scrap wood, and you can make, 2, 3, 4, maybe even a dozen of them out of a package of clothespins. Coloring, design, style, size, it's all up to you. These I'm making are to fit on top of the rail that goes on a deck. By changing this size in here, either smaller or wider, you can set it up so it'll fit on top of that Adirondack chair that everybody sits on. And they can have their napkin hanging off the side, and if you put a little top on it, they can put their drink on top of it, or set their paper plate on top of it while they're eating. Oh, there's just all kinds of things that you can do with this. So let's go ahead and build a couple while you think about what you're going to do with how one you're going to make. Hey everybody, how y'all are? Welcome to an actual project that's going to be done over here at $3 Worth of Workshop for a change. This is a little scrap project that is kind of neat, and when people have seen it, they just got to have it. So, decided I'm going to make 1 or 2 or 3, because I got a couple people I need to give them to. And all you need, really, you can do this with scrap, is 1 piece that's about 1.5 inches wide, about 1/2 inch thick, and about 7 inches long. And then you need a piece, actually 2 pieces. 2 pieces, I think these are 1/2 inch. Let me see. Yeah. You need 2 pieces that are 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 3.5 inches long. And then you need 8, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wooden clothespin. It really doesn't matter what kind of clothespin you use. You can use little ones, fancy ones. But I found that these seem to hold up a little better. And I've got a few extra ones, so this way if I make a mistake. Set them up like that. Prime our anchoring. So we got our iron grade prime. Glue in. On both sides. Got it around. Right about now. Let's see if we kind of end up square. Start rearranging everything. Look at that. It's square. Nothing works. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Well. Well, yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, we set it down and drop it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait a day for this to dry out so we can go further. Alright, so it's been a couple hours. It's dry enough.
Hey! Hey! Who didn't pay the battery bill? Uh-oh. Well, let's try cam 2.
And of course, everybody knows what time it is. Time to get out the sandpaper. And sand. But we're going to do this. So, after we've done all this wild and crazy sanding, so we come up to the next front part. Ooh, 4 of these on each side. I got those. It's pretty hot, it's for the rubber chips are melting off. Welcome to Texas. Kind of equally space them. You don't have to measure them if you don't want to. You can measure them. Accurate. One of the things that you want to do before you start gluing the clothespins on is to test for fit. All except one of them fit my 2x4 that we were using as like a spacer. But when I went and tried them on the rail, they were too tight. That's because I think there was the extra paint, things like that. So I had to go back and sand them down on the inside to widen them up just a little bit, just enough to get them to fit. The problem is that it takes a lot of sanding, or it's tough to sand when you have all those things protruding out. Fortunately, my little Harbor Freight universal tool or whatever was able to get in there enough that I got the majority of it down, and then was able to knock the smaller high sides down with just a regular piece of sandpaper. It also was a good thing that I was doing it with, I was using pine, because if it had been a harder wood, that probably would. My dad always said that a project wasn't finished until you felt good enough about it to put your name on it. So I'm putting my name on everything that I make. Well, I didn't want, but there's a tight fit, and because of that, you don't want to paint the places where they're going to make contact with somebody's rail, because it'll take any kind of paint or whatever, and it'll transfer it onto that rail. So I was keeping all that blank, or just plain wood. So, and able to do that, I just put some white blue painter's tape. Hey, I got it from the dollar store. Over those areas, and I also put some painter's tape in between the clothespins to keep off of that area too, because I found that if you get any kind of coatings of anything like that on there, they don't grip as well. So I decided I was keeping one natural, naked, untouched, how you want to call it, because it was requested that way from a friend of ours who wanted one. And I had all these big plans. I was going to do one with a real nice mixed up kind of finish, and then I was going to paint one, and then I was going to paint another one a different way. But you know what? It was 104 degrees in that garage. So I went in there and I put a coat of spray paint on some paint that we had bought originally to paint some yard furniture, but after seeing it, I'm glad we didn't use it. And then I come in the house where it's nice and cool and took over my most beautiful and loving wife's craft shop and used some of her craft paints and finished up painting the other ones. And so that's the way it is. So here it is. Here's the finished product. Hope you like it. I enjoyed building them, It's kind of fun. It was hot. If it wasn't so hot, I really would like to do that. But most probably, I've got another month or two before it's going to be enjoyable to work in a shop again. So a lot of the projects that I'm going to do probably for the next month or two are probably going to be real quickie ones, kind of like this was. It takes a few hours to do. It takes you probably as long to do 6 or 8 of them as it does to do one, because of the fact that you got the glue ups, you got the cutting, you got this set up and that set up, and then there's a lot of wait time because you've got to wait. You set your frames up, you have to wait for them to dry and ensure that they're squared up enough that they're going to fit over your rail before you go and you put your clips on, and then you have to wait for those to dry, and from there you can go ahead and do your finishing. And you got to sand in there sometime too, and we know how long sanding takes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like it, go ahead and give me a subscribe, or give me a like. If you really like it, give me a subscribe. Or if you didn't, give me a dislike, but let me know why. I can't make these things better if you don't tell me why. So thanks a lot. Thanks for putting up with me. Y'all have a good day.